What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with the anime review. Now, the anime we're going to be talking about today is My Academia Vigilantes. The first episode has came out or it's been out, and I wanted to watch it and kind of tell y'all what I thought about it. Now, before we get started, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the video yet. Don't want to spoil it for you. And also, if you don't know what My Hero Academia Vigilantes is, I'm just going to give you kind of a brief about what it is. So, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a story about three characters: Knuckle Duster, Koichi, and Popstep. And it is a prequel to My Hero Academia. So, meaning you're not really going to see characters like Uruka, Ida, or even Meteor. Now, of course, at the beginning of the episode, Meteor is talking, but you're not going to get those characters. You're mostly likely going to see characters like All Might, Eraserhead, President Mike, and Midnight. And basically, as continued, this story is kind of about the vigilantes. These are heroes who are not licensed. They work under the law, or they don't work with the law, which is technically illegal. So, kind of to give you, I'm going to tell you some of the things I liked, and I'm going to tell you how it started and then some of the things that I liked about it. So, the way the episode starts is we get introduced to, of course, they're talking about introducing us to the world of quirks. Meaning, now being that quirks have been, people are having so many babies with quirks, it's now abnormal to be normal because there's so many people just having quirks. Like every single time they have a kid, it's a quirk. So then we get into the, now we have our heroes and villains, but then now we have people who are kind of in the middle. And that's where we meet Koichi. And he's basically this, normal kind of guy doing his normal day life. He's got to go to the gas station to work. I think it's the gas station. But he has a quirk, unlike Meteora. His quirk is sliding glide. And it is not suitable for fighting, basically. To be best descriptive, I've said this before, but his quirk is basically like a water glider glides across the water. And it's not even that fast. So that's kind of where we're getting to. And, then he meets, Popstep, of course, who Popstep's kind of, she's a singer. Her quirk is like she can leap around. And they meet together, and then they get attacked by these thugs, and we get introduced to the third person, which is Knuckle Duster. And Knuckle Duster is, I've heard a lot of people say this, and I understand it, but Knuckle Duster is basically Batman. He ain't got no quirk, but he makes up with his fist. And this man, he beat him up. He didn't beat him up as hard, but this man, kind of, hit him with the one shot of these thugs. Now, that's kind of getting into it, and where basically they're trying to find, the whole thing is they're trying to find these drug dealers who are handing out like this drug that basically just, it enhances your quirk. And one of the side effects is where your tongue turns black. So we get to that, and basically Knuckle Duster, he takes Koichi under his wing, because Koichi's like, he wanted to be a hero, but of course with that quirk, you can't be a hero with that kind of quirk. Although getting into some of the things that I really liked about it is being that he becomes like this dude called the nice guy. And what he does is, he basically takes out trash, takes pictures for people. He's doing his, civic duties. And what's interesting is, one of the things that I really like is, I love how they add the characters from My Hero Academia to here, because it is a prequel. You get to see those characters. For example, like I told you, some of the heroes, but you also, like, in one of the ways where he was helping, he helps this lady, and it's basically Deku's mother. So it's really cool. And like I said, you get to see those heroes. Eraserhead, because he appeared in like the last part of the episode about to fight Knuckle Duster. So that's really cool to see. And another thing that I really did like about this anime is to be really honest, I'm going to be real honest. I love My Hero Academia. I've continued to read the manga. I just stopped. I don't know why. I stopped watching the anime. Now, I don't know if it's been there in like the first parts of the anime, but I don't know if it's still been in there like as continually. But the usage of automatopoeias, where it's like you have like the words like glub or spark or pop. And in this, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because in this anime, and of course also in the manga, you'll see the usage of automatopoeias, which is really cool. And they actually have that, and it's really cool to see in the anime. Now, I will say the action wasn't like that much. And the only reason why is because this is kind of an introduction to the characters. And I'm really excited, honestly, to say, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next because I've seen a lot of, like I said, I've read the entire manga. So I'm like, I know there's a lot of stuff that they can go with that. And I'm like really excited to see what they do with it. So yeah, if you haven't seen like My Hero Academia and you're just like, I don't know, is there going to be like Deku or anything? Or is it's like, this is a completely different story from like Meteor story. So I suggest if you've never seen it, check it out. And if you have, tell me what you thought about it. And remember, y'all, like the video, share it with your fam, and you subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of more videos. And I see you on the next video. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed evening, and I'll see you later. Bye.